Nichols, y'all. Clap it up.
What's up, everybody? How we doing? We're just gonna get straight to it. So I was in a very uncomfortable situation with my grandfather. I was spending some time with him. Me, him, our two little cousins. Girl cousin, 9-year-old cousin, 13-year-old cousin. We're having a great time. So my 9-year-old cousin decided to take things up a notch. She sneezed. Achoo! I need some Viagra. And as soon as my grandpa heard Viagra, he immediately looked away from the conversation and started watching TV, leaving this for me to deal with. Now, I was like, sorry, sweetheart, Viagra isn't a cold medicine. That's not what it's gonna do for you. And she looked at me and said, well, what is Viagra then? I set myself up for this one. Looked at my grandpa, he was still watching TV. And I'm like, this was the hardest situation I've ever been in. Like, I thought folding a fitted sheet was difficult. This is by far much more difficult. And my 13-year-old cousin was like, it's a male enhancement drug, duh. I'm like, I'm losing control of this entire situation. Looked at my grandpa, he is still watching TV. And I'm getting frustrated because he's hearing this entire conversation. The TV is on mute. So he purposely choosing not to help his grandson out. Like, I'm 28, you 68, help me out, man. It was like, man, she's like, what does an enhance stand? I'm like, come on, man. I was gonna lie and say Viagra enhance your nose, but I have a pretty large nose and I want her going around telling people I took Viagra. I also didn't want to ruin Pinocchio for her. She in the classroom, people like, now why is Pinocchio nose growing? She's like, Viagra, duh. I'm like, nah. Like, nah. So I did what I always do when my back is against the wall and there's a lot of pressure. I just fell asleep, you know? To this day, she think her big cousin is narcoleptic. And when I woke up, my granddad was just looking at me. You did good, kid. You did darn good. Now let me go lock this medicine cabinet. But that's why I love the older generation. Like, the older you get, you just stop caring about life. Like, you just stop caring about what people gotta say about you. Don't care about people judging you. Like, I've been greeted one times too many by a naked old dude in the gym locker room. Just stretched like, hey, Nick, what exercise are you doing? It's like, put some boxes on before you start talking to me. Staring at your antiques at 6 o'clock in the morning. Come on. I'm just saying, it's like, I got affected by it one day. I'm just hanging out one day in the hot tub, hanging out with some baby boomers. And and as we were leaving the hot tub, I realized I was the only one wearing bottoms. And I was upset because I was playing in the water. I'm playing Shark Attack, dunna, dunna, dunna. I didn't know they were free balling. I was gonna say something to them. They just beat me in a random game of dodgeball. It was a corporate event, so you could tell they were playing for their pension. I never seen old people throw the ball with so much passion and accuracy and racism. They were really after a brother. I'm like, calm down, we on the same team, got the same uniform. Oh, it's tough being black that day. Black History Month just passed. I just like asking this question, just see the responses I get, but I don't know what's worse, being black and living in America, or being black and not knowing how to play spades. Some people like spades, bro, I'm sorry. For those who don't know, that's like being white and not knowing how to play cornhole. Some stuff you should just know how to play based off ethnicity, you know? I got kicked out of historical black college because I didn't know how to play spades. UAP be like, Mr. Nichols, you lied on your application, you say you knew how to play spades, but you keep cutting your partner and screaming goldfish. We cannot have this at our institution. I get kicked out of barbecues and all this stuff, which I don't care about. You know, if you peep game, barbecue is not even the same anymore. Y'all remember the good old days when all you needed to bring was ice to a barbecue? And now people need way more than ice. People throw barbecues and don't even be prepared for their own barbecue. It's like, hey man, what you need me to bring? Brother, if you got any extra tables and chairs and a grill, we'll be straight. I'm like, what are you saying? I shouldn't have to rent a U-Haul of supplies, big dog. If you can't tell by the way I pronounce my ERs, I'm not from here. I'm from the great city of St. Louis, Missouri. Yeah. Home of the toasted ravioli. Yeah. And home of the Los Angeles Rams. That was a boring Super Bowl. But yeah, it's just, and before I moved to Kansas City, I stayed in a small town I had no business living in. I spent an entire summer in a town called Springdale, Arkansas. I know, right? Yeah. A little bit about Springdale, Arkansas. Like the 2016 Oscars, it's 2% black. And I was 2% that summer. And it was a big deal when I moved down there this summer. Like, they made a huge deal. They had a town hall meeting, and they're like, welcome, Nick, to Springdale, Arkansas. As you can see, it's located in the Northwest Arkansas region, or as us locals call it, NWA. I'm like, this isn't NWA, I'm sorry. This isn't Straight Outta Compton. You mustn't see the movie. But I stayed in a very multicultural house. Had a white roommate, had an Asian roommate, and I had a Hispanic roommate. So of course, we played a lot of 1-on-3 basketball. They couldn't stop me, really. And then I moved to good old Kansas City. And when I came to Kansas City, I made a decision to start not stopping at intersections of bad neighborhoods. Because I got lost one day, looking for an open mic, late at night, put up to a stop sign, looked to my left, there's a lady jumping rope in the middle of the street with no rope. And she was just, then she started doing this. I'm like, she about to play double dutch by herself with no rope? And y'all got so upset because she never jumped in. Like, if you're gonna do it, then do it. Don't play with my emotions like that. Then she saw me like, oh, sir, can I please get a ride to work? No, lady, you good. You do not have a job. And I know, I judged her, then she was like, I do have a job. And she showed me her uniform, and I was like, miss, I'm sorry, with all due respect, that is a Payless uniform. Your job is closed. Is it too soon for a Payless joke? It's universal. I can say Toys R Us. I can say Kmart. Last time I walked into one of those places, I felt like I was an I Am Legend. Cashier was a mannequin named Fred. It was just a terrible sign, man. Yeah, it's just, these stores are closing. Like, it's just sad. They just need to take pointers from some stores like Walmart. Like, I love Walmart. I love how just gangster Walmart is, because even people that don't like Walmart still walk in there every now and then and see what's happening. Like, yeah, people still wearing pajamas. That's what I thought. Yeah. Because Walmart is just dope to me. They just gangsta. They sell anything and people will buy it. Like, Walmart sell caskets. Yeah. It's crazy. Can y'all imagine dying and being buried in a great value casket? No, you can't live a great life and be buried in a great value casket. That's disrespectful, man. Like, the only people, and this is just me, the only people that deserve to be buried in Walmart caskets are people, I like how quiet it get. Like, somebody's ready to get offended. Like, young man, slow your roll now. The only people that deserve to be buried in Walmart caskets are people that write checks in Walmart. I feel like as soon as you pull that checkbook out, there's a casket in layaway. Just waiting for that moment. But Walmart's smart, though. You can only order those caskets online, because they know how chaotic it'll be if they sold caskets in stores. Because they know how we all in this room are in Walmart. You walk in there for a toothbrush, you come out with a casket. It's an impulse buy. You'll just be walking in Walmart just... You got the car with the bad front wheel. You just got to lift it up and look. Oh, these some deals right here. Oh, some rollback prices. I like this. Oh, are these refurbished? Okay, all right. Trying caskets on, how do I look? Honey, you look drop dead gorgeous in my casket. And you know how you decide you don't want something in your cart anymore, you just place it wherever you at? So you'll find caskets in the frozen meats department. And just caskets everywhere. It'll be a mess. I was in Walmart with my mama a while ago, and let me tell you something. I'm a grown man, and I still catch anxiety when my mom tells me to stay in the checkout and she go grab something else from the store. I don't know what it is about that feeling. Every time that happens, deep down inside, she's not coming back in time. You can just get in front of me. I don't know when this lady coming. I'm not paying for all this. 28. I'm a 90s baby. 90s babies, where we at? It's a few of us. There we go. And it's sad because the 90s era is considered old school now. I know, and it's crazy. Like, it's straight considered old school. Like, the first time I heard it, like I work at elementary school, and when these little first and second graders say back in the day, they include the 90s. Broke my spirit when I first found out. They came up to me one day like, Mr. Nick, what year is you born? I was like, 1990. 1990? Jeez. What was it like? I'm like, oh. I'm like, they just don't know. So I like, gather around, kids, gather around. They made a circle around me. I just reached in my pocket and I just pulled out a Nokia cell phone. Like, this was my childhood. They thought it was a false thing. Turn it on for us. And I turned it on, let me tell y'all something. They are so terrified of that phone. I use it to discipline them. So whenever they act up and just be tripping, I just hand them the phone and say, play Snake. I'm like, no. I don't want to play Snake. Play Snake. Oh, it's so boring. It's just a little block and And that's just level 1. Level 2, it just gets more crazy. If they keep acting up, I just hand them the phone again and say, now text me the word, hey. Yeah. Mr. Nick, spare me, I don't know how to get to the E. That T9 kills them every time. I only go to level 2 in extreme cases. It's very, very rare I go. Like the first time I went to level 2 was when his kindergarten boy got upset with me one day, took his shoes off and threw them at me. And at first I'm like, is this a hate crime? Like this? He hit me right in the back. I had a back spasm and everything. People were like, were you surprised he threw the shoes at you? I'm like, no, because I heard the shoe coming. Hey, I heard the Velcro straps. I heard that I said, he about to throw them shoes at me. And then right before he released them, he screamed YOLO. I'm like, yeah, he throwing them shoes at me. Because in my personal experience, nothing good comes after somebody yells YOLO. I partaked in one too many Four Locos after saying YOLO. Yeah, oh man. But yeah, it's just crazy. Like, this is my first time really being around kids. And when you're around kids, I get to see the aging process. And like, wow, I can't do stuff the way I used to do them anymore. And we all can't. You know, we not as athletic as we used to be. Like, when the last time y'all jumped off a swing? At the highest peak. Yeah, it's been a minute, huh? Like, after the show, we had a competition to see who could jump off the swing. Everybody just scooting off. Like, I don't want these problems, bro. Them kids are jumping off the swings, hitting front flips and back flips, landing like Gabby Douglas. Ta-da! And I'm like, you know what? I still got it like I used to. I jumped off the swing, front flip, back flip, landed. Ta-da! $30 co-payment. Okay. It just took my little knees out. Don't have it like I used to, man. My type of crowd is strange. I can't go. Like, I got invited to a concert, and I wanted to go, and I read the fine print, and it said all ages are welcome. I'm like, nah, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't do that again. Like the first time, like I should have, like a few years ago, I went to a Justin Bieber concert. Free tickets. I gotta hurry up and squeeze that in there because I felt judgment. Yeah, I went to a Justin Bieber concert. Let me tell y'all something. I was having fun. I was having a little too much fun until he did a roll call. After one of his songs, the lights came on, and he was like 17 and under, make some noise. And all I saw was middle school girls in prison. I just felt the cuffs coming. And them little 14-year-old girls was flirting with me, remixing songs, talking about, if I was your girlfriend. I was like, I will catch a case. I will go to prison and try not to get... I can't go to prison. You can see I smile way too much for prison. The smile is way too welcoming, man. If I ever go to prison, my cellmate gonna be like, hey, Nick, your smile remind me of my old lady back home. It's not that kind of party, man. Put your jumpsuit back on, big dog. Smile is too comfortable. But I smile a lot because I had braces growing up. I know. Anybody, you had braces too? Oh, man. Oh, I really appreciate it, really appreciate it. I had braces for 4 years, that's why. And the messed up part was that my teeth were straight after the second year. My dad just stopped paying the bill. I didn't know you had to get braces paid off. I was too young. They kept my teeth behind bars until they made bail. And every time I was gonna get a checkup, I was thinking, today's the day I'm about to get these braces taken off. They just put more rubber bands on my teeth. Like, son, your teeth are straight, your braces ready to come off, but your pops owe us $5,000, so. Until then, your teeth gonna be scared straight, buddy. Just keep on smiling. So that's why I smile a lot. My teeth are just happy to be free. Yeah, I'm about to celebrate my 1-year wedding anniversary. I'm excited about that. Yeah, married folks, where y'all at? Married folks in here? Yeah. Hey, I'm learning so much. I am learning so much. I thought I knew a lot about women, but that was quickly false. Yeah, I thought I knew a lot because my family, 95% women, a lot of estrogen. And I didn't realize how much estrogen rubbed off on me until I was at a party one day, and I took my shoes off because my feet were hurting. The look on my homeboy's face when I leaned on his shoulder and took my LeBrons off. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, my feet are killing me, dog. I need these flats. But I'm learning a lot. This is my first time living with a woman outside of my mother's house, so I'm learning so much. Like, I didn't know her bedtime was my bedtime. I didn't know we had to start dreaming together when we made this commitment. And learning, then I had to read a book. Like, we went to premarital counseling. People was giving me advice. I had to read a book called His Needs, Her Needs. And it basically talked about the most 5 vital needs women look for in marriage. And when I started reading it, I got discouraged at first because one of the needs was financial security. This career isn't secure financially. And then I kept reading, it was like financial security, open honesty, conversation, affection, and blankets. Blankets was on that list as well. Like, I feel like every woman in this room would enjoy the show a little more if we just gave them a blanket. You're stranded on an island like, hey, man, hey, if you want a fully charged cell phone to call for help or a nice blanket, which one would you choose? My wife would be like, it does get a little chilly at night, so I'll take the blanket for 100. Yeah, people, older married men started giving me advice, letting me know how things are. And they're like, hey, son, never have too much fun. You can have fun, but never have too much fun without your lady. And I didn't believe him until one day my wife was frustrated. And she's like, Jesus, take me now. And I was laughing. She's like, and my husband too. I was like, no. No, don't take me now. Like, this is just bad timing. Like, I'm trying on a Walmart casket. You just can't take me while I'm trying on a casket right now. This is bad. Yeah, it's affecting how I party now. Like being a family man, just affecting. Like every time I'm out, I just look for stuff for the household. That's all I do. Me and my best friend walked into a party, and he like, bro, check out these women. I'm like, nah, bro, check out these light bulbs. They'll go perfect in my living room. And he was getting danced on. I was walking around the party like I was in Bed Bath & Beyond. That's nice bar stool, table set, candles. My homeboy like, where did you get a cart from, dude? I'm like, oh. And where are your shoes at? Like, oh, I'm sorry. Stop doing that. You're embarrassing me. Yeah, I did it though. I got married. And not only did I get married, that same day I became a step parent because I married a single mother. And I don't have any kids biologically, so this is challenging on a whole new level. Because one, of course, the kid isn't mine. Two, the kid is a preteen. I know, right? And three, the kid is a girl. I know, so my first time parenting as an 11-year-old girl going through puberty, I thought I lost enough hair already. Man, it's so much sass, the attitude in the house right now. I gotta do things to make it seem like I run it, but I fail every time. Like they just, like when I get upset, I just go inside the refrigerator, I grab the jelly, I twisted the jelly really tight, and I left to do a comedy show. I was like, they gonna need me. Like, they gonna need me at some point. They gonna realize they messed up. I got home, my wife eating a freshly made peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I was like, how did she do this? And she was like, big dummy, it was squeezable jelly. Well, you can't, man. Yeah, but it's cool parenting, man. It just seemed like, it just makes me think about my upbringing, how how your parents, they like put you on their music, like, hey, listen to this, Nick, watch this. They want to put you on their childhood and their generation. I catch myself doing the same thing. Like I caught my daughter watching Bendy's Boot Camp on Netflix. And Bendy's Boot Camp is based around Bendy Irwin. And for those who don't know who Bendy Irwin is, she's Steve Irwin's daughter. And we should all know who Steve Irwin is, the iconic crocodile hunter. And I told her, I'm like, yo, that's Crocodile's hunter daughter. And she was like, oh, I heard about him. Why was he such a big deal? Oh, no. I almost handed her the phone and said, play Snake, because I didn't play that. Like, we don't talk like that in this household. I'm like, he put Australia on the map. He was like the Jackie Chan of Australia. He meant so much. And she was like, well, did black people watch Crocodile Hunter? I was like, yes, we loved Crocodile Hunter. So much that if the racial draft was real, Eminem would not have been our first pick. And then she was like, who was Eminem? I'm like, golly. I know. These kids just don't know. But I had to put her on game, man. Had to tell her that Crocodile Hunter, gave us the confidence to run up on any animal. Like, y'all remember that viral video where that redneck punched that kangaroo? You know how hard it is to punch a kangaroo in the face? That was Crocky power. That's what that was. Because it wasn't no average punch either. He punched that kangaroo like he had one card left in Uno. And that kangaroo hit him with that draw four. There was a lot of aggression behind that punch. He gave us the confidence to run up on any animal. The only animal I've yet to see people run up on are geese. If a goose walked in here right now, recording would just end. The show was going great till two geese walked in the building out of nowhere. Yeah, he gave us the confidence to run up on any animal, dead or alive. And I say dead because I saw a lady stop traffic because there was a dead raccoon in the middle of the road. I might just run the raccoon over, lady. She got out the car, walked up to the raccoon, grabbed us by its tail, and just tossed it into the woods. I never felt so less of a man. Because I can't even pick up a dead spider with a paper towel. Yeah, she just slinging roadkill on a Wednesday. Then she did one of these. Guy in the car just drove off. I'm like, miss, you can't brush rabies off your hands. You need to wash them hands in gas and burn them. You need some new hands. You can't take those hands home. Just walking around with rabies hands, that's all. The highlight of being a parent so far is that we both, me and the kid, both went to our very first Daddy's Daughter dance. I know, that was sweet. And it was kind of cool at first, because I'm like, oh man, it's gonna be dope. And then when I saw them kids flossing to Jagged Edge, I said, oh no, this isn't right. You can't floss to where the party at. That's just the rhythm, it doesn't work. But the highlight of that whole day was when I went to go pick up our pictures, because we took pictures. And it was a white school, so it's not that many black families. And I didn't realize they never wrote our names down on a picture. So they had to identify by face. I'm like, oh, this is going to be hilarious. Yeah, because I'm like, I know people say that you shouldn't see color, but you should see color as long as it speeds up the process of elimination. Because I went, it's just me by myself. They say your picture's ready. I went to go get the pictures, and then a lady was trying so hard not to be racist. She was taking too long to find my picture. She was up there looking like the world's worst magician, just, is this your picture? I'm like, miss, that's a blue-eyed man with a bowl cut. That is not me. You know that's not me. And I started to just take the pictures hanging up in the living room, so when people come over, like, Nick, who is it? According to the PTA, that's me. No. I'm like, miss, with all due respect, can you please segregate these pictures so we can speed this up, because you are taking too long. It's a line waiting. And she did it. She separated the pictures, and then she was still taking too long. I'm like, all right, now you're being racist. We all don't look alike. And she handed me a picture. This man was 6'6" with dreads. I'm like, that is... And then she's like, oh my goodness, that is not your daughter. I'm like, that's not me. Took too long to give me my picture. So I just left with that white family picture. My living room just looked like the Walmart portrait aisle. But it's cool. She's 11, and she's at the age now where she's starting to like boys, and so naturally she thinks I'm defending her, but little known fact, I never defended nobody in my life. Like, I don't know what these hands can do. I really don't, so don't try me. Like, because I can't be like the next Equalizer John Wick. You never know what I can do with a straw. You just never know. I'm gonna surprise myself. They say the worst punch is the one you don't see coming. You're not gonna see this coming. I'm not gonna see it either. Yeah, so I gotta play along with it. She's like, Dad, when these little boys start messing with me, you gonna beat these little boys up? I'm like, yeah, I'll beat those little boys up. Then she's like, and you gonna beat their daddies and uncles up. I'm like, slow your roll, miss. Yeah. I'll punch a preteen. I gotta work myself up to a grown man. 28 is not time to have your first fist fight. I know that. I'm gonna lose that one. I'm gonna lose one. Y'all gonna see me on Instagram getting beat up. Yeah, cause too many crazy people walking out here. Too many all these shootings going on and all this crazy stuff going on in the world. Unfortunately, it took me an entire summer to find a public pool to go to. Cause people are shooting in public pools, and me and my daughter was on Google looking for one to go to, and we thought we found one until I read a comment, and it said, I read a review, and she was like, my cousin got shot at this pool, y'all. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, well, and my daughter was like, oh, we can't go to that pool. And I said, wait a second, no. Yes, it's unfortunate her cousin got shot, but she still gave it 4 out of 5 stars. So the water slide must have been amazing. But yeah, it's just so much chaos going on, and I'm a church boy, and I grew up in church, and it's just funny my little theory is that I just like how some of the most gangster people and crazy people that ever walked this earth are now pastors. Yeah, because, I mean, no pastors are perfect. You know, they all had a crazy past, but I met this one pastor, and his past was a little too intimidating for me. He's like, let me tell you something, son. God called me from the streets. I'm like, amen, pastor. He's like, the streets. I'm like, amen, brother, where I was making $5,000 a week. I'm like, oh, my, all right, well, all right. I don't know what you was doing, $5,000. Then he like, won't he do it? I'm like, nah, Jesus won't do that one. The way these student loans are set up. You know how strong that calling got to be to walk away from $5,000 a week? You know what I could have just done with just $5,000? Paid my braces off 2 years early. All right, thank you all for coming out. I really appreciate it. My name's Nick, and have a good night.